pants. Okay. All right, Alex. Now, when Joey says his line, take good care of your mama, son, that's your cue to cry. Got it? All right, let's do this.
Well, hello, everyone. Okay.
Scene 5, take 1. And action. Take good care of your mama,
Let me. Turn this off.
Take good care of your mother, son.
There we go. All right. Okay. All right. We will be talking about. I guess it would be. It's maybe I'll just do a half an hour. Oh, I hope I didn't go on any other people's time when they went live. I hope I'm not stepping on anyone's toes or any sort of thing. If I am live and somebody else is live and they just want me to shut down, I'll do that. Just put a thumbs up in the chat over there. Besides that, I'll just keep going. Okay. Today we will be talking a lot, and it will be about, I would say just, I wouldn't say red lights, it's just people who, like I joke about, hang out with people who are better than yourself or at a standpoint where you would like to be. And that's where you want to be. So there's sometimes people, gosh, I guess you can say I had, let the snake lady talk about it because she does a way better how she puts it together. All right. Hi, I'm the snaker lady, and I just want to say, yes, I am wearing a themed outfit. It's kind of racy, though. I'm kind of shy, so I really don't want to show it. So you can just hear me talk here, and I will just put on my skip. Okay, now I'm so happy I'm able to perform for you guys. It really helps me out to make you guys laugh and have a good time. Put a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms. And I would say, if you have friends, when you're younger, it's great, to play the out drinking game or the drinking game and you have fun. And as time gets on, a lot of us grow up, and you got those friends who are still pretending that they're like 21 and just got their license to fucking drink. And you're going, no, it's like you're 40, dude. And you're still living in your mom's house. You don't even have a basement. You just got a house. So you're living at your mom's house. And, it's like that. It really is, you don't realize, before you know it, things just bypass you. Yep, that's the way it goes, and that's how a lot of my friends I knew. But I had some friends. It's just so sad, My friend, Christina, yeah, my kids called her Crazy Christina. Crazy Christina. Oh boy, was she something else. She was something. Well, anywho, she died because she had cirrhosis of the liver. Do you know how hard it is to make it where your liver will not grow back, will not respond? You've gone really far. Yeah. Excuse me. A lot of times we don't realize how far we take it. We don't realize that we take it way too far when it comes to certain things. And you got people who OD, they take all those, we all know. And then they come unresponsive. Oh, yeah. That's no joke. It happens everywhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, how about those friends? Yeah, we had neighbors a while back. They start coming over and borrowing shit. And I said, hold it. They get welfare. They got like 4 kids. And I figured out how much they got through, what, when you have an older kid getting welfare, you figure out what they're getting with just themselves. And you're going, holy crap, only I need to ask you for shit. And that's what I told her. I used to work swing and she all came over swaggering up. Yeah, you got some sugar? I go, no, and I'm sure you're getting it somewhere else. It's not. Yeah. I told her, don't come back here. We are not the grocery store. The grocery store is down the way. If they need a ride, to ask Mr. Wonderful himself. Oh boy, they never asked us for anything after that. I bitched them out a real good one. Oh yeah, I told them, I know how much you're getting. You got 4 kids. I told her exactly. I looked it up on the line. You got 4 young kids and yourself. Oh, that is a good, She was not starving whatsoever. Oh, no, she was a thick lady. Yes, she was. And she quit bothering me over on my night sleep, because that was waking me up considerably, like at midnight. So here I was, I'm sitting there thinking, well, here I am. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been catfished more times than anyone. You know what I need? I need the boots and all the tackle to go fishing. Because I tell you this much, as much as I've been out there and fishing, I said, no, I'm just going to pour within myself and look within myself, because that's the only thing I know how to do, because I don't know how else to do it. You know what I mean? And then it's like, you know what I got to do? Put in more, job stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some more jobs in and, cross my fingers. I already did one for the Haunted Mansion, so I'm happy with that. I put one in or the haunted place. And don't forget to put a thumbs uppers. I hope you guys enjoy this show. It's only been going on about 8 minutes, and it's just comedy, pure comedy. You know, those friends, those ones they're coworkers, anywhere, work. Let's just say they're always the one borrowing money from everybody. Those are the ones you do not borrow from. You do not lend to. You tell them exactly what I told one guy. Oh, hell no, I don't got the money to lose. I need every penny. Oh, no. You ask somebody else. I got no money to put forth to make, to do that. So I told them that. Yep. He was fired and owed people money. Oh, yeah. It was sad. Oh, and let's see, who else? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. When you go on a date and you think to yourself, you kind of look at their car, how they are, and then you kind of go, Hannibal, you're a lictor. Yeah, it smelled real bad. That's a clue when you go, I really don't care to get, those are red lights. If it smells like kind of, not this, it just, yeah. Those are kind of like, that's where you go, I really got to get up early. I appreciate meeting you and all, but I don't think it's a thing. That's the thing I should have said. That was diarrhea, man. Woo-wee, boy, he couldn't stop going in more ways than one. Oh gosh. And I asked people, I said, if I am stepping on any toes, go here and message and say, hey, I'm stepping on toes. I'm getting people pissed off. Please quit your live feed. Now go. I am not going to be here, trying to step on toes and say not nice things. Like I said, when you got people and they talk behind everyone's back, they're talking behind yours. That's just common sense. They're talking behind yours. And if it just is. It's not. I had friends who were that way at one time. Oh, yeah, I had my gaggle of gals. And not that I grew up, my frequency changed. I had those same gaggle of gals, my 10-year reunion. Hung out with the same people, had the same frequency almost. It took years. Yeah, that's right. It took me getting a divorce and losing a whole fuckload of weight. Sorry. That was the best thing in July when it happened. It was like, hallelujah, I'm free. Woo! Almost just, well, hello. I'm doing fine. How are you? Well, I do my skit on here. I'm doing well. I usually when I've been on, yeah, I had friends I talked to for years and I got fished by them. I'm like, dude, you don't look nothing like your photo for real. Oh gosh. Yeah. I didn't know if it was the right time. I didn't want to go over anyone else's live stream, so yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you like it. Don't Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up. I have some lurkers. Got 4 lurkers. And I said if I am, you know, stepping on toes, they're welcome to say something over here. Thanks for saying where are you from? Uh Rose Rosemalt. Rosemalt? Well, it's good. I'm glad you caught me. Oh, okay. Yes, I am from Pahrump, Nevada. I'm an hour and a half from the Strip, where people go for the experience. I am. It's an hour and a half. And if I get there in an hour, that means I made really fucking good time. And trust me, lately they've been doing construction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do construction. Yeah, it's something. I usually know, you get to the far area here, and you just keep straight to make that turn and you go turn. Oh, it's just, oh my Lord. I can tell you right straight away, you know, uh, that it's just yeah, it's an hour and a half because you're dealing with construction and all kinds of stuff going on. But they got plenty of parking. No, a lot of it's not free if you wanna, I'm gonna be honest, you know. So yeah, but I heard Virgin over in Las Vegas, they're not charging all the crap. They got like the $10, 9.99 all you can eat, and my daddy would like that. He liked them all you can eat things. So yeah, Virgin Motels. I think they're saying, hey, we're not charging all these fees, and we're bringing back the food and all the special shit. And I'm going, ooh boy, Virgin is even offering a special discount for people like me. Let's say I want to go to an event and I don't care to drive an hour and a half back home. I can rent a room and they go, hey, you a resident? You go, yes, oh, we got a special discount for residents. I'm like, ooh, they got resident discount. Check out the Virgin Motel. Now, I haven't checked it out because I haven't had the money or anything, but I'm curious. You get curious how much things are and stuff. But yeah, you know, hearing that on a commercial and you're going, oh boy, that's going to bring Vegas back. Let's see if the other motels follow suit of Virgin Motels. So that's what I've been hoping. Yeah. And yeah, I've been catfished a whole lot. I had a friend, him and his wife, James and his wife would each week I get a text from her and she would say, "Hey Steph, you've been catfished lately." And I go, "Oh crap, I saved this one for you." And I would tell her something that would happen. Well, the whole story, how I I had to deal with, she thought Diarrhea Man was endearing and I should have called him back. I said, "Oh hell no. That guy was nasty. He remind me of." Oh yeah, he said his car was nasty. It's just you can't keep up your car. You're going on a date. Oh hell, you take your diarrheaed ass and clean up that damn car. Then maybe I don't know. Nah, I'm just joking. I moved on after Diarrhea Guy. Oh, she loved that story. She thought it was hilarious. I'm like, please open up the sunroof. Your farts are killing me. It was like the guy just did not stop. There was a nonstop farting whole thing going on. I said, holy cow. It was like, yeah. Oh, he had diarrhea. I don't give a flying fuckaroony how, if I'm going on a date with somebody and I'm meeting them for the first time. And he told me, well, I took some medication. It says it might cause you God joking me. You took medication. Was it for, I was going through the different medication for older people. And he goes, no, it just said it might cause diarrhea. And as he's saying that, a puff of smell came over me and I wanted to throw up. I said, oh, hell. I should have told him after dinner I need to leave and I got a family emergency. That would just do that. Next time you're in that kind of thing where you get that, yeah, I usually know and it's just not going to work out. I should just step back already and go, yeah, yeah, it turned out to be quite a train wreck. Yeah, he had diarrhea. He spent 5 hours of his times with me while he was on the toilet. Oh, and you got to see, he was opening it up and trying to, I go, you know what? I'm smelling your shit. Could you close the door? Yeah, it was really that weird. And I just thought, no, I cannot. That guy just should have hung it up a long time ago and saying, let's just start over again another day and let me take you home. I would have been happy. But he wanted to talk and try to save the whole thing. I'm like, oh no, you're pretty well done, Diarrhea Man. I don't even remember what his real name was. He became Diarrhea Man. That's right. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, I could have been a big fish. Yeah. Yeah, he had Dylan. It was something else. You know, I usually keep out of my sibling stuff, and my sibling keeps out of my stuff. We don't say nothing negative about one another. But my siblings, we just don't talk. I got one. He's a Muslim, and he believes women are the closest thing to a dog, and we don't talk. And then I have other siblings that we don't talk to just because it's just, I didn't really, we don't have nothing in common. I didn't grow up with them. They're not reaching out to me. I'm not reaching out to them, that type of thing. So that's where I'm at with that. I mean, I don't hate them. I just don't bother them because there's no reason to have them in my life and deal with their shit. So I lead, yeah, I thought, well, I thought oh boy, it's been one of the weirdest things. I finally just gave up on going on any dating sites whatsoever, anyone's, and it's just been horrible. Really. I mean, I have never been, I cannot, I've been fished by people who I was talking to for 5 years. 5 years on Facebook. Yeah, that's why I call it Facebook. Because good Lord, that guy looked pretty decent. He came to the door. I thought he ate my date. And you go, no, that was me 30 years ago. Holy crap, holy. You got to be joking me. So you're putting a 30-year-old picture. How would you feel about me putting a 30-year-old picture? I look pretty good too. Whoa, shoot. Wow. Yeah. I found out real, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. You're resting your eyes. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, we usually let's see, oh yes, and I would like to have for next week Lady Gaga night. That means it'll be a wild outfit. I am almost looking for Lady Gaga hair because it's got some whip ass hair I like. And I'm like, oh, they got one that's white and it's got like a bow. It looks like it's so fucking cool. I'm like, ooh, oh. Then I would have to pick out a Lady Gaga type outfit and make it more so. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking, and I'm getting a matching outfit for, well, not getting it. I'll put it together. I'll get an outfit that's comparable to the outfit that I have that's in cat form, and then I'll doctor it up. Yeah, I am, so happy for the whole fact about, you know, uh about having I had a friend and he said, "Well, I'm giving you all this. No, here, I'm buying it from you." And he tried to say, "What do you mean?" I go, "Well, the hot tub is about used 3 times. Yeah, that's like nearly new. It needs to be cleaned off because of the dust and stuff, but you can tell it's like new." And I said, "Shoot, I got him a thing for like a backpack for his thing and watched his cat and stuff." And I said, "No, you're cool, you know." And it's all good. But I told my sonny boy, oh, I don't care if it's chlorine or not, fuck it, because we had salt, that was in our last pool, and it makes your skin so soft. But besides that point, I do have a heated hot tub. We don't need it to be heated, but we have something to hold water and filter it, and that's what I told my son that I want to get started and put out and going because it's getting hot. And what's cool is my blonde hairs. I go outside and it just catches the sun. I won't need to see I just need to have a haircut because my blonde strands are doing pretty well on their own. Yep. It's like we always want to, be friends with your when you get older. You think about having your siblings with you and hanging out with them and doing all kinds of fun stuff. And I said, he didn't grow up with me. My younger brother and my other two sisters, one didn't even grow up with us, grew up with her own sister. The money, she she actually called my daddy, and we're like, no, you got X amount. This is how my dad had paperwork on all the money that was sent to her aunt and said, this is how much money was sent to your aunt from this date to all the way to this time, and told her how much he owed, not owed, but how much he had given her. And if he didn't believe it, she can find out through the records and where to go and look. She didn't believe my daddy, and she went to the records and she got the same exact number he told her. And she was upset and said, You didn't save for my college. I see it right here in the kitchen. I'm sure she did because she didn't contact my daddy for another 5 years trying to get a free handout from him. Thank you for the thumbs up. I tried to tell her, "Oh no, you're not doing that. We earn our father's trust, and you're not doing it." Yeah, he tried to sue him for money. It was just after I would say that her aunt died, and she was wondering. Yeah, she got screwed over. Her aunt got a lot of money, and instead of taking a big chunk and putting it away for her, what my daddy said he would do, she wanted to live fancy free and have fun and stuff, and she went and did that. And my daddy said that cost you your going to trade school or whatever school you wanted. And my daddy said, "You had your choice. You took your choice." I told my daddy quit using me as his golden child. I said, "You all know I'm not a golden child. Look what I married. Come on." That was an inside joke with my daddy. Look what I married. Come on. I know what I married. I did. Oh, yeah. I knew what I married, and I knew it was going to be hard to get rid of him. It's like getting rid of a tick and being stuck with the body inside, and you're like, "Oh, now I got to go and get it surgically taken out." That's how it feels sometimes. So, I always thought, that my dad, now we're going to talk about it's called gatekeeping. When any of your family members are without a significant other, or let's just say that your daddy is divorced, you're in custody with him, and his girlfriend Audrey from London is pissed off because, let's just put it this way, she caused a whole lot of trouble with his car over in London. No, he had a car in London, and it was very expensive. And my daddy, he was so mad. He said she caused him lots of pain and suffering, and he is done with her. Oh boy. I said, "Ooh," he said, "I was a gatekeeper." Yeah. That meant she called, I answered, and I made up all kinds of excuses. And then she'd go, "Ooh, your daddy's not going to know." I know how much. And I knew how much because he told me all the time. So I wrote it down. "You caused him this and this and this. Do you got that money to cover that?" She got real quiet. And I go, "Yeah, you going got the money to cover this phone. So let me hang up." But Audrey knew when I said, "Yep, you're not going to talk to my daddy." Oh, no, 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 no. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Not including him flying over there, taking care of the business and flying back. Oh, yeah, it was lovely. But it had to be done, and it was done, and it was taken care of. He finally just sat down and says, "I can't live this way." And he told her, he said, "You had no respect. I put boundaries out, and you thought it was funny to go over them like a big show horse." When he quit talking with her, that was it. She no longer called the house because my daddy wasn't going to talk to her there at his work or any place, including email and whatnot. Nowadays, you go on all your platforms and you do the proper thing of blocking and all that stuff. And sometimes they found a platform that you haven't used in quite a while, but you still find it and you block and do all that. It just is what it is. It happens. My dad was brokenhearted. He really was. And I didn't enjoy doing that to Audrey. She was a delightful person, but like my daddy said, she needed to seek help. She was an alcoholic, and it made her, let's just put it this way, her Lilith came out, and it caused a lot of problems. Like a car going into, I believe it was a double decker. I don't know who got hurt or anyone got hurt or how bad it was or if it was just a little accident or whatever. I didn't know, but my daddy told me how much the shit was. And back then it was, my dad couldn't afford that. Oh, yeah, that was the summer that I didn't go. No, no, that wasn't that summer. Yeah, I ended up going. My grandma sent me. She goes, I'm sending you to come to California. You got to come here. Oh, all the aunts and everybody's going to have such a lovely time. All right, Grandma, I'll be there. No, she didn't talk that way. She almost sounded like she came from New York, and we never really knew anybody from New York. Come here, Steph, let's go, you know. She would talk to me in the most loving tone and look at me like the most, she was so proud of me and tell me how proud she was. She'd look at my brother like a wince almost. Ooh, you go get the bags. We pick her up when we would get her and we would have a blast. And my grandma said, when I no longer lived at the house, she missed that part, our talks and our togetherness. She missed that, and we would talk. And that was something that I miss. And we would talk about all the stories she would talk about. And then of course, you you wonder, how things are going to go. And she said, it's going to be a hard road, Steph. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, you never know who you're really dealing with. You can deal with some really smart people on dating apps that can say all the right crap, but always meet in public. It just looks better, just in case they're real super assholes. You got a public place, you got a place, especially the casinos here. You go in a casino, you got an asshole, you just tell them, hey, that guy's an asshole. I'm finishing this date, you know? I never had to, but God Lord, I walked away from buttloads of dates. Oh yeah. I walked home and I was saying I drank my iced tea and walked out. And I thought to myself, oh boy, that's not just missing a bullet, that's missing a whole arcania of bullets. Woo-wee. Oh yeah. And that's when you know definitely that you're really been catfished is when the guy doesn't just look a whole lot different. They come up with a whole different spiel, like, maybe we can go and just watch Netflix and you know get some pizza or whatever, and you're like, hold it, man, 2 weeks ago you were talking about all kinds of expensive restaurants. Now, oh boy, you're one of those. I think when people talk like that they're gamblers, and I don't want to date a gambler. I want to date a guy. It takes 20, $30. When he's done with it, he walks away and goes, hey, I didn't win nothing. And if he wins something, he's cool with it. He's not going to be playing till it's dead. He's going to just walk away from that. And that's pretty much, how I gamble. I want someone who gambles the way I do. So anyway, I do get, when you sometimes deal with people, always remember, especially on a date, they might be gamblers. They might be looking for your purse to be open. So don't take no cash with you. If you do, put it in your bra. And don't go to bed with them because you'll lose your money. Oh, diarrhea, man. Oh, boy. It was, yeah, I should have just told him to go home. Go home and have your diarrhea time. Bye. Woo-hoo. Yep, that's just pretty much where it goes. You'll get your diarrhea time, your, you know, you'll get I don't care how spiffy you are. I've heard women tell me some horror stories. And when I used to work as a bartender, I used to hear it from these young ladies. They would tell me, yeah, I've been, this one woman told me that I worked with, she was saying, hey, she was on a dating site. She's pretty. And I'm thinking, well, shoot, she could get her pick and choose. Oh, no, no, there's no picking and choosing. She said some of these guys are so scary that I gave her the idea. No, meet over here. Just go and do what I do. Just come all spiffied up. Have a family member drive you. And if it doesn't look good, you can walk out and you can get the help, any help you want. They have, people who are security and you will get help. And she said, wow, okay. Because I thought, man, I should be owning the boots and the whole, thing to go on with that, fishing. Oh, yeah. And it's fishing when you lie about, it's fishing when you're lying about everything about you, including the fact you're a gambler, you have other problems, you haven't poured in yourself. Your idea of pouring is pouring another drink. And you really got to remember that if you're drinking in less than, it was like a half an hour, 4 beers, four in less than half an hour. I was blown away. He's just like going on the sixth one. I was like, crap. Well, I'm going to leave you. I said, yeah, that was another guy who had other problems. And just put it this way, yeah, I got fished. I got fished a lot. But my friend, boy, she got fished too. She would just talk about, some of the guys. And I'm thinking, no, you can't be. Yeah. She said she's going to meet him there. Her day off was on a Wednesday. I was working Wednesday, so I watched and I said, yeah, oh yeah. I felt for her. Apparently her thing rubbed off on me because I'm not going to go and try that game again. Oh hell, I'm just going to pour within myself and work hard, and that's about it. That's all I'm doing, trying to keep myself out of the problematic and into the not, you know what I mean. I'm just hanging tin and trying to be good and spread good feelings and stuff and make people feel that they can do good for themselves. And then if you're doing good for yourself and you're a happy person, you want to down the road share your happiness and want to do good things for people. Like my grandma said, if you can't afford to give, do it with time or do it with something else, but you can always give back in some form or manner. So if you don't got the money, you spend the time on with your favorite YouTuber, whatever YouTuber that is. I'm just putting it out there, and there's certain things, But as always, if you do want to give, my Cash App is, and that's, so yeah, it's usually, I would say, yeah, I think she got pretty much, she rubbed off on me enough. Oh, yeah, because I was married back then and I was just like not saying nothing to my ex or whatever. I was just thinking it was funny. And then I went and, yeah, what I told her, I practiced it too. And boy, I'm so glad I did, because when I did that, I don't know how many times I walked away from situations that I felt so safe that when I walked out to my car, I didn't look behind me. I didn't have to. There was no man following me. He was too busy drinking anyway. His lover was the alcoholic. That's what it all was. He was just an alky walkie. He really was. So I'm wearing a dress and I think it's a bit too much, but I put it on and I thought, I don't know, but it's the police box from it's a police box from Doctor Who. You never forget your first Doctor Who. Yeah, and I got this, here. There we go. And you go, and there we go. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I've just come to the whole point. I can't appease everybody, and I can never, I don't care. So there's times that you and me and everybody has to realize that we can't make everybody all happy. We're not going to be the perfect person. There's no perfect person, thank goodness. But like anything else, I always tell with people, start with forgiveness and with yourself. You got to forgive yourself because you knew not. You got to forgive yourself all the time. I forgive myself. I knew not. Oh boy. And you got to do a lot of those things. And yeah, meditation helps. You don't need to do it every day. But I tell people if you're feeling out of sorts, it's always good to do some grounding and get yourself going because you can be around people who don't have their crap together. And then it's better to, get yourself sorted out. You know what I mean? It's always good to do that. It really is. It always good to, do that. And when you do that and you're feeling good, you're going, well, maybe I'm around things that are just a little bit negative. They're not in the right frequency, blah, blah, blah. Just do it. And, you don't need to go, ooh, you could do that mentally. You could do all that because sometimes people will get upset. You don't want to, work around the fact, get people pissed off. So if you do it at work, just remember, just keep it to yourself. It's always telling people that unless you have like where you go to the bathroom and you have some privacy, you could do it in the bathroom and people aren't going to say nothing, that type of thing. You could do that. So, yep. And we almost, whoa, yeah, we almost made it. When we get to 45, I will, of course, the biggest warning I got was a guy who decided not to tell me that he had a special bracelet, ankle bracelet from the cops because they were afraid he was going to run. And he's talking about living with his mama. I said, oh, Lord. Yeah, he's going to go back to Texas and live with his mama. I said, you can go right on back to Texas. You go right back to living wherever you want to go. Because he talking about selling drugs. He didn't know what he wanted to do. He was just throwing anything out of his asshole. I finally just said, I'm not it. You don't know what the hell you want. You really don't. You seem like you knew what you were talking. But the longer I talk with you, I think I'm talking to a 15-year-old who wants to just go sell weed and smoke that. Then I go, oh crap, I smoked some and it's hitting me. I'm sitting in my car going, I was an asshole. I'm talking to nobody, but I know who I'm talking to. I go, I really need to get home. I promise not to smoke. It's like drinking. I'm sitting there, oh crap. Oh, I'm thinking, well, I'll put my navigation on. So I press it, and it glitches. I go, crap. Another thing. Oh, an accident. Oh, goodness. You could take no, I won't take an alternative. I said an hour and a half. It'll give me more than plenty of time. By the time I got on that freeway, the 15, go back over to yeah, I was fine as wine. And then I went and, stopped over at, they got a Target and stuff. It's on Blue Diamond. That's where I go. I get my food. I stop over there and got something and went on my way. I was happy. I was like, damn, that guy was just scary. That was the first person. And that was a clue if they didn't want to meet in an open place, they could have what you call they're on a ankle bracelet. It's a good clue. It is. All right. So, yeah, I usually at 45 after I do a little talk, and I've been filling out resumes and hoping for, how they say, always hope for a miracle. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm hoping for a miracle. Yes, I am. I am hoping for a big old miracle. A while ago, I used to belong, to a bunco club. And um, they used to love when I used to like dress in all my different stuff. Yes, I wore this to the bunco club. It was summertime. It was really hot, and they thought it was cute. I wore a skirt to make it look a little fluffy, and it didn't get it. So that's why I'm not wearing a skirt or anything. All right. They started talking. Hey, you just missed her. This is, all these desserts, so and so decided to treat all of us. I'm like, yeah. And they had these little little miniature cupcakes of angel food cake. That's my favorite angel food. And she had it all perfect. I was like eating them up and got to take some home. But it was with what you call, okay, she's handing out, I guess it would be like inappropriate, like OnlyFans to women and men. And her cupcake thing, I'm like, hold it, that's a different foundation. And you need to keep one separate because they were off, saying all kinds of stuff. Oh, I had to hear it. Yeah, I had to hear it throughout the game playing. So here we're rolling dice. And yeah. So I came home and bitched about it too. To myself. I don't even think my cat was alive. I was just at home yelling and bitching about it in my RV. Now, I had no idea if whoever's visiting whoever next door or whatever at that time was someone else, was someone maybe a part of her, whatever, entourage. It wasn't my fault. The young lady should have just passed out her regular business cards because I had to hear the other lady just whinge about it. She handed my husband one too, and I'm like, oh, good lordy. Like, he hasn't been to Vegas and got one of those cards too. Yeah. I mean, that's just, it happens. And I'm just a person who did not make anything on that. Oh yeah, I didn't make it up. It was something only few of my friends I actually told what happened to me and OnlyFans. And those people are the only people that know what happened. I haven't talked about it since. Really what happened. So, and it's not going to come out here. Ooh, no. But I am real happy that, I had someone come out on here and was happy and chatty. You can delete if you want to. It's all good, you know. And it's nice when people press like. I'm not talking about anybody at all. I have better things to do. I have positive things to say about people. The only difference between somebody who is intelligent and somebody who isn't is an intelligent person rather not talk about what people are doing and what's in their life. That's not my deal. That's not my job. And someone who's intelligent wants to talk about world events and what you can do to make things better and talk how wonderful people are. Yeah, you're going to have some, assholes every so often. You can't all be, like anything else. You can't be all positive and perfect all the time. There's off days for everybody. But yeah, as for myself, I'm doing the best I can. I hope that everyone here is having a wonderful evening. And it's almost been an hour. So yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. As for myself, I'm just, putting in applications, cleaning my room, hang out with the cat. He likes to play laser tag, apparently. I'll sit there and I'll be like, for an hour, putting it on the ceiling, have him go, he gets all excited looking up. Hey, hey, hey. So, yeah, I'm having fun with my cat and getting stuff done here. I got to go try to make some extra money and sell some clothes that are too big for me. So, I'm going to go through my storage unit. So that's going to be fun. I need to make it worth my while where I'm going to be honest. I can do a longer than average show if I'm having where it's, how can I say, worth my time and money. That's why I only do an hour. I usually, how can I say this? I need some people to come in, and I don't know how to say this, but yeah, I only do an hour long because I usually don't make any money off this, and I usually don't like talking about it. But since you're asking, I've just felt like mainly, if I'm appreciated as a creator, it would be nice. That's what it is. This way. There we go. It'd be nice, to feel, where I'm making something and I haven't made. I do it because I'm going to be honest with you. I enjoy coming out. I enjoy, you know, um, making someone's life a little bit better than what it was when you started watching. You get an idea. You're not the only one. And no, you know, there's a lot of people out there fishing, looking for other people, thinking just being nice is sometimes, um, I I guess do one Friday and see how it goes. How about that? So I'll do one Friday and see how that goes. I have to write a whole lot of ideas down and how to make it move smoothly through talking here. Oh gosh, there we go. All right, trying to there. So yeah, it's working, with all the stuff I have. That means I have to sit down and write for almost, I have to put about 2 to 3 hours worth of material to talk about on here. If you're interested, Comic-Con this year is having Rick and Morty. They are having Rick and Morty this year at Comic-Con. And no, they usually don't have Rick and Morty. It's one of those things that they don't normally have. Maybe, this way. They usually don't have Rick and Morty at Comic Con, so it's like one of those. Woo! They're coming! Woohoo! So yeah, and yes, I've watched all of Rick and Morty's things. Because the people I was hanging out smoked a lot of weed, okay? There. All right. So Friday, I'll do one. How's that? I'll do it Friday. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And you one lurker, put a thumbs up, subscribe. Sending you guys healing light and love. Let's ground ourselves so we can feel. I'm trying to cover the light. So we can feel empowered for ourselves. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take everything, take our imaginary liquid, all right, and imagine it going down out through our body and then having vines reach down to the earth. So we're going to imagine now, we're going to close our eyes and imagine all the old sludge coming out of your head, your neck, both your arms, your chest, your upper legs, your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, and the vines go all the way down, way deep into the mantle, reaches down and sucks up that golden healing light, and then you suck it up through underneath your feet with your vines, and you feel it in your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, your upper legs, your chest, your arms, your neck, your head. You let it spew out. All right, for healing, I'm going to spew out for everyone in prompt, and then I'm going to take back what, and there we go. We are grounded now. So I'm hoping everybody feels good and healthy and grounded. I don't know why it looks like the lighting, how it comes off. It's weird. Anyway, have a wonderful day. I will see you guys tomorrow.